Alright, this is going to be about my trip to Washington, D.C. And right here, you can see that this is the picture of one of my flights. And this is a picture outside the window. This is pretty much Kansas City, which is Kansas City Airport, which is probably the connecting flight, I believe, from when I had to fly over. So this is a flight from Washington, actually to Washington, D.C. Actually, this is the flight to Kansas City, and this is the connecting flight. Looks pretty, I guess, rural, Kansas City. And I went to eat at the Kansas City Airport. I ate at Pork and Pickles. Surprisingly, the food, the barbecue is, I would say, okay, but the barbecue sauce that came with was really good. So the place was called Pork and Pickle, and it was in the airport. And as you can see, they offer pretty much beer, wine, sprints, and barbecue food. Initially I ordered the sausage, but then I was like, hey, that brisket. So I ordered that. This costed pretty much around $17, so underneath $20, pretty good. Comes with coleslaw, fries, and up there is not ketchup, it's the barbecue sauce. I asked the waitress if I could have either a to-go amount or a to-go bottle of that barbecue sauce. She said no, but it was pretty good. Barbecue sauce. This is how it looks like. Pretty much the people you see, they're wearing blue collar clothes right here. Like it's like a blue collar place almost, but yeah, pretty cool. But let's blow it up even more. Yeah, the atmosphere seems like a lot of people enjoy the food here. So as you can see, it has pretty much regular travelers and business people alike. This is how it looks like from the other floor, because it's actually on the second floor of the airport. It's not really on the part where you go in the airplane. You gotta go to either elevator or take the stairs. So yeah, they offered breakfast, lunch, pulled pork. Pretty much, mainly I didn't order any pickles or pork. I ordered the brisket, as you have seen. And this is the picture of DC when I flew from Kansas City. Looks pretty cool on top. Can't really see very well because my camera doesn't take very good light pictures. Alright, this is the Jefferson Memorial. Looks pretty cool. I really like pretty much the landscape. It doesn't get visited as much as other memorials because it's really out of the way. It's like, I guess you could say it's the corner of the map, all the way to the bottom right. If you would look at the maps, and it's pretty much a long ways walk from anywhere. This is pretty much the driveway in order to get to Lincoln Memorial. They block it off, so you can't drive in, so you gotta walk through. And this is Jefferson. He's a pretty awesome guy. He has pretty much a scroll on his left hand, I think, and it has words and quotes that he said. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men. We solemnly publish and declare that these colonies are and of right ought to be free and independent states, and for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. And as you can see, they spell honor the European way, not the American way that we spell today. I am not an advocate for frequent changes in laws and constitutions, but laws and institutions must go hand in hand with the progress of human, and as that becomes more developed, more enlightened, as new discoveries are made, new truths discovered, and manners and opinions change. With the change of circumstances, institutions must advance also to keep pace with the times. We might as well require a man to wear still the coat which fitted him when a boy as a civilized society to remain even under the regime of their barbarous ancestors. So as we become a more developed and more intelligent society, we do need to change our laws to adjust to the new beliefs and mannerisms. So it is by choice, an argument. Every time something changes, it also needs to change. Okay, God who gave us a life, gave us liberty. Can the liberties of a nation be secure when we have removed a conviction that these liberties are the gift of God? Indeed, I tremble for my country when I reflect that God is just, that his justice cannot sleep forever. Commerce between master and slave is despotism. Nothing is more certainty Nothing is more certainly written in the book of faith than that these people are to be free, established a law for educating the common people. This it is the business of the state to effect and on a general plan. And I think he was pretty much quoting how the British used to control America. So this quote reflects that. Almighty God hath created the mind, free all attempts to influence it by temporal punishments or burdens, are a departure from the plan of the holy author of our religion. No man shall be compelled to frequent or support any religious worship or ministry, or shall otherwise suffer on account of his religious opinions or belief. But all men shall be free to profess and by argument to maintain their opinions in the matters of religion. I know but one code of morality for men, whether acting singly or collectively. So pretty much this is supposed to protect your freedom to believe, your religious beliefs. I think Jefferson is pretty much one of the better presidents of the United States. Definitely top 5 in my opinion. Did pretty much a lot for the country. Pretty much created the country almost. Without him, Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and all the articles he wrote. Oh man, it's amazing. So noble. He's a scientist. He's an explorer. He's a lawyer. As you can see, and yeah, the everything that they created looks pretty good. They took really good care of the statue. It was made ground. This is when I had a lady try to take a picture for me. She didn't understand how it works, so she just took a picture of my legs. And this is me next to the Jefferson Memorial. And let's play the video. Pretty cool. I like that quote. And that's the Washington Memorial from where I was standing, which is that's how far I am away from pretty much the rest of the memorials. That's Washington Memorial. It's me in front of Washington Memorial. Jefferson Memorial from the side. Washington Memorial from up front. Look, that's me. This is the White House. Oh man, they didn't take care of the lawn. Look at all that water out there. Washington Memorial. This is me. My brother was supposed to take a picture of me holding the White House, but he I don't think he got the concept. The White House right there. My brother's picture. Oh, that's the White House. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. White House. Okay, this is the picture of me taking a picture of pretty much the Lincoln Memorial and the World War II Memorial over here. It's pretty amazing. Let's walk over here. This is the Washington Monument. Jefferson Memorial from the other side. Looks pretty cool. This is we ate at a Chinese restaurant at a place called Eat First Restaurant in Washington DC. It's the beef chow mein. And to honor pretty much the guy who created the General Tso's chicken, I think his name was Cheng something. That was I don't remember his actual name, but that's the chef that created General Tso's chicken. So we ordered that. He died like 2 or 3 days ago, so before I took this picture. Also ordered some beef stew and some chicken stew and a clay pot, which food. They were all pretty good food actually. And there's some bitter melon right there. It was also really good bitter melon with beef. And then the next day we ate at Thai by Thai. We had one at Sterling, Fairfax, Virginia. And this is our menu. Looked through it. Looks like pretty good food. We also have a secret menu apparently that you have to go up there and read about and ask the actual cashier / waitress. Spent like $15 on it, which is pretty good. Which is what I got was the hottest level 3 of Thai salad. Tom yum soup. That's also I got the tom yum soup as well. Medium spicy. That's how it looks like. And for dessert, I got the coconut flavored rice. They had mango coconut rice, but they ran out, which is weird. And yeah, this is the food I got at the buffet over there in DC. I don't know what the buffet was called. I think it was called Todai's, I think. Yeah, I think it was. I don't know the right word for it. It's somewhere in McLean, Virginia. Yeah, the food was okay. That's clams, shrimp, and a red clam. This is me as a homo Nathaniel, which is you take a picture and then you pretty much transform yourself. They have IMAX theater schedule, which they charge quite a bit for those pretty much 50-minute videos. I didn't want to pay $9 for an IMAX video on pretty much something that shouldn't cost so much. It's pretty cool because these are all actually, yeah, the last picture. This was in the Smithsonian Institute of Natural History, which is beside with the pretty much primates, mammals, primates. Yeah, this is the side of the ocean, natural history of the ocean. It's a big giant whale. This is the natural history of mummies. It's a real mummy, by the way. And it tells you what these amulets mean to Egyptians. The ib protects the heart, the head rest, raise the deceased head in resurrection. The Ujiyat, or the Eye of Horus, endowed the mummy with health and enables it to transform to a living being. The Djed Pillar symbolizes the endurance and stability of important tributes for a mummy. Heart scarab stood for transformation and rebirth. The Wajah pillar symbolizes rejuvenation and strength, particularly of throat. The Jed of Isis or not. Carpenter Square, the Moon Amulet, the Bomb Ox. I would read them all, but you can read them yourself because it's quite a bit of a read. This is a little kid mummy. It's kind of weird. The mummified little kids too. It's like, they didn't get full life. Another mummy. Yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Yeah, it's pretty interesting how before they used to have Chinese people come over for the gold rush, but then they had too many, so they said no more, and then they shipped in Japanese people to work the fields. Like, they switch one Asian for the other. So I guess for the Americans, the Japanese were easier to either control or they didn't see them as much of a threat as the Chinese were. And this is where I ate after I visited the Smithsonian's, the potbelly sandwich. Potbelly sandwich. This is the order you can get. They call it originals or bigs. I guess the bigs are like 9 inches and the originals are like 6 or something. And, or is it? I don't know. It's like, depends on what they call it. It's weird. But I ordered the roast beef. They ran out of the orange something flavor drinks over here on the side. They told me it was really good. Supposed to be like something cream, orange, something. But they ran out. I was gonna order some real fruit smoothies, but I changed my mind and I ordered the pot pie instead. Yeah, this is the restaurant I wanted to try, but I kind of made a mistake of not reading the Groupon. That there was like 2 sections. There's a lily near the bottom that said no to go orders, and very famously decorated. The thing is, with this restaurant, they were so unwilling to give me the go order. They wanted me to pay full price. I said no, and I was about to leave. They made me wait. They grabbed my Groupon. They talked to the manager. The manager questioned and kind of almost like scolded me. And then and he was like, "We are good." It's like, what do you mean we are good? You kind of held me there and wouldn't let me leave until like after he thought about it and still didn't give me the food for the price that I wanted to pay. So it's kind of like my fault too, but I think the management here is kind of unreasonable. I don't know if I can eat here. So I came here to Lose instead. Lose, which is the restaurant over here in McLean, Virginia. The management here is really good. I met Mr. Lu and he was really nice. Gave me gave me some free hummus because my order didn't come with hummus. So I gave him a big tip, which is pretty cool. I like how pretty cool this place looks. Looks pretty nice. So I got the chicken kebab. Got chicken kebab with potatoes. It's and it comes with bread and 3 different sauces. Comes with this spicy green sauce, like sour cream, tomato, and the hummus that they gave me. Pretty awesome. And this is the end of the video. This is where I am now in this plateau, which is pretty cool in my opinion. And I hope you enjoyed the video. About a 20-minute video.